Hello and welcome to the weekly update for May 6th, 2021. So this week we have new chapter of Genesis, and with it comes the new unit Andechs as well as a memento for him. And he is the limited enlightenment type of unit, so he's super hard to get. More on that later. First, let's cover some non-Genesis stuff. For example, there's a couple of challenge boards, one of which has a 5-star unit selector. So if you're all good on normal pool, then it's not as valuable, but if you still have units that you need to get, like if you're relatively new and you don't have somebody like one of the Templars, like Noin, Zeba, Zen, etc., a good opportunity to get them. Then we have a couple of miscellaneous quests. The celebration for like 12 million downloads worldwide is going on right now. So there's a quest for that where you can get soul shards of units. As far as I can tell, it's like normal pool plus global original. I got Zengi and Morrigan, so that's kind of a plus if you are a little bit lucky. There's also this like pseudo port raid type of quest where you have a turn limit and you just want to inflict as much damage as possible. You want to do physical damage though, because he like will debuff cleanse himself if you use magic. And then, yeah, other than that, there is the current Godless Revolution quest. And that's the same format as all the previous ones, so do the quests and get the tickets and fight the bosses and get the coins, etc. Oh, if you are looking to get and raise Andechs, then you'll want to do this to get the unique enlightenment material, because every single limited enlightenment Genesis unit always has unique materials. You can always tell it's one of them when they have less than the standard gates on arrival. Also, they're not available in the Louise shop. The Louise shop kind of sucks this week. Oh, and then not really quest related, but there is a 5K box in the shop. And the good news about it is that, actually it was a secret shop, is that it has updated mementos in it. So if you want to get one of the newer ones, you could definitely do that, and that would not be a bad use of 5 gems. Although, before I get into the banner review, I would say that if you want to be like super pragmatic and you can resist pulling, then it might be a good idea to wait for the weekend, just in case there's a gem return banner. I could see it happening this weekend. That's something that's been done before. I'm not like high confidence that it's going to happen, but because of the celebration, it could. And we haven't had one in a while too, so those two things together make me at least a little suspicious. So yeah, that's about it for the content. Next, let's take a look at the banners. Okay, so here we are at the banners. So first of all, there was a free summon. I already did it. I originally had it in the recording, but it didn't go so well. You didn't miss much. Some Mikoto and Margaret shards, so yay. The first paid banner, and only paid banner, is a reroll one for units. And objectively, pretty good, as far as paid banners go. But in the context of it being a celebration, there was the stuff I mentioned earlier about there potentially being a gem return banner, and even if there isn't, they might have a better paid banner on the weekend. So I think it would, if you're like a pretty cautious spender or kind of middle of the road kind of person below, then I definitely think it's a good idea to wait. The next 4 banners are all identical, just 5 steps for the Genesis unit. And they are very, very expensive if you want a guarantee, because the only way to make these a total, like, not waste of your gems is to transmute the unit in case you don't get them within 5 laps. So that'd be 125 shards plus the 25 that you wouldn't have to get because of the new unit trial. I will say that Andechs has been a much anticipated unit. I think it makes sense. New gameplay mechanics with potential for a lot of damage and then a lot of good self-sustain on his part from healing on crits. So I think some of that hype is justified. So if you've got the gems saved up and you want to take the plunge, that's not bad. Sometimes it's worth it. I still to this day don't regret getting narrow that way. So that's a thing. The other 3, if you missed your chance and you want them, the same thing applies. And then the next 2 banners for units are the 2.5 chance to get one, and you get 200 coins per run. So if you do, you could get a total of 2,000 Genesis coins if you did 2. I wouldn't really recommend that. I wouldn't recommend spending that many gems at this point. But it's a good banner if you really want the coins. That pretty much determines how valuable this banner would be to you. For me, it's less valuable because I have a lot of them at like 12, 15 per shard, so it gets less and less worth it. And then final new banner is just the Memento. I believe that Andechs is a unit that benefits very, very highly from his Memento, so you could add that onto the... So like to guarantee, if you're really unlucky, you'd be looking at 85k gems. So pretty expensive, but it is reliable, and sometimes that's hard to beat. So yeah, that is it for the banner review. So just to reiterate, because of the celebration and because we get some Andechs pulls for free, I think waiting for the weekend is a really good idea. Like if you want to do some of the Andechs pulls, we'll get 110 pull for free from the login rewards with those tickets that can be used on this banner. And then if you're a spender, you can also buy another 2 pulls worth, which is a little bit better per the gem, but that would only be 3 steps, and you'd only get you to the 2 times rate, and 2 times 0 is still 0, so it's not super reassuring. But if you are a spender, I was just pointing out that option does exist. And then if nothing pans out on the weekend, then this reroll banner is not going anywhere either. So yeah, that is it for the weekly update this week. One thing I did want to say though is that I recently hit 500 subscribers, so I want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching, or welcome to the new watchers. And I want to make a special for that, something a little different than normal. So I'm going to end this video with a little teaser to what I've been working on for the 500 subscriber special. All right, with that, I will see you all next time.